911.
Is there a bear or something loose right now? I got a picture of it on my cell phone.
If you had to guess at size, how big do you think it was?
If I had to say, I would say 500 pounds.
A kind of deadly safari in the suburbs of Ohio today. As more than 50 lions, Bengal tigers, and bears roamed the streets, residents locking their homes, children kept behind closed doors. The animals were unleashed on the town by a suicidal man who kept them in his backyard. And ABC's David Curley spent the day following this inconceivable story and the animal scouts who had to track wild prey in Zanesville, Ohio.
Ohio has more incidents with exotic animals than any other state. Its laws are among the most lenient in the country.
We're learning more this morning about Terry Thompson, the Ohio man who killed himself after releasing his collection of wild animals. Turns out he was deeply in debt, and a colleague says Thompson had more animals than he could handle. Not surprisingly, CBS News correspondent Cynthia Bowers has more.
6 animals, including these leopards, are all that remains of Terry Thompson's 56 exotic pets. These pictures taken at the Columbus Zoo are in sharp contrast to those of the massacre inflicted on 50 others, including 18 rare Bengal tigers, all set free by Thompson prior to his suicide. Photos whose release angered local sheriff Matt Lutz.
We understand there's people frustrated and disappointed and mad. We are. We're the ones that's been put in this situation. We're the ones that had to deal with it at the time.
This map shows just how far the animals had wandered. Sheriffs found and shot tigers and bears in at least 3 locations around the farm. Here, close to a neighbor, and in this area just yards from Interstate 70. A black bear was shot near a local road.
Thompson did not leave a suicide note explaining why he took his life, but there are clues. These tax records indicate that last year he owed the federal government more than $67,000. A lien had been placed on his property, and his wife had recently left him.
Governor John Kasich says he will work hard on a new law banning the sale and ownership of exotic animals, a change that can't come quickly enough for folks living here through what they say is a senseless tragedy. Cynthia Bowers, CBS News, Zanesville, Ohio.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel here, and today I want to talk about, I want to do the story of the true crime case that is the Zanesville Animal Zoo Massacre. All my YouTube videos related to this topic and this video will be on the screen, as well as linked down in the description down below if you'd like to check them out. So let's get started into this YouTube video topic. This true crime case and story has also been featured in a number of TV and media and documentaries such as The True Crime Case was featured on Fatal Attractions Season 3, Episode 2, The Ohio Massacre. It was also featured in America's Animal Hoarder Trouble at the Zoo in 2012. And there are a couple documentaries on YouTube talking about this incident on YouTube if you want to give them a watch. Before there was Joe Exotic from Tiger King, there was this guy running a fake zoo. Thompson, 61, was recently released from prison after serving 1 year in prison on federal weapons charges. According to investigators, he has been cited in the past for animal abuse and neglect, and the warning signs are there from the beginning. The massacre began on Tuesday in the evening when the police arrived at a notorious fake zoo preserve in Zanesville, Ohio, to see Bengal tigers, African lions, lionesses, bears, grizzly bears, black bears, baboons, monkeys, and other ferocious animals wandering away from the property. Some were heading towards the highway. The animals had been released by Terry Thompson, the owner of this terrible fake zoo, who had unalived himself after doing this. Fearing the animals would scatter and terrorize the town or attack bystanders, officers began dispatching the wildlife. These are 300-pound Bengal tigers that we had to put down. During the night of the chaos, an escaped lion, unalived monkey, and bears and lions were charging at horses kept at the property and preserve as well. When the carnage was over, 49 animals were unalived in this incident, including 18 tigers, 17 lions, 6 black bears, a pair of grizzly bears, 3 mountain lions, 2 wolves, and a baboon. ABC News wildlife expert Jack Hanna, who advertised Lutz during the crisis, said he was especially heartbreaking to see so many Bengal tigers unalived when they are on the verge of extinction. A vet shot one tiger with a tranquilizer gun from 15 yards away, and it just went crazy after the shot and started to run, so officers were forced to shoot it with lethal ammunition. Another animal that got away, described as a big cat, was hit by a car on the highway. During the chaos, several individuals were arrested for attempting to steal the carcasses of the lion that had been killed. 6 animals are still in their cages on the 73-acre spread, and Thompson's wife returned to find at least 30 of her animals lying dead on the ground. The remaining animals, a grizzly bear, 3 leopards, and 2 monkeys, were being taken to the Columbus Zoo. The extent of the carnage became apparent the next morning when first responders lined up the carcasses in the muddy countryside. The chaos in Zanesville was a catalyst for Ohio's exotic animal ownership laws that went into full effect in 2014.